Hey guys, again, you will see this only in the replay because for some stupid, ambiguous reason, we cannot go live. So we have contacted YouTube, and I think everyone that's a vlogger knows exactly how much YouTube cares. Usually not that much. So let's just hope that they will get back to us, but then it will be too late for this. So
Except when you have a copyright strike.
except when you have copyright strike and money's involved. They will find you even before you know you exist. It's amazing. Yeah. So this will be the last one that is directly in our view. So we had to document that, see? Because this one is gone. Although there is this still that black one. They started tackling it and then they stopped for some reason. But other than that, I mean, and then these neighbors, they will probably be gone later on. But other than that, these are mainly the ones that are directly in our view.
It will be very weird.
It will be very weird, yeah.
You know, this is actually the broadest canal in Amsterdam. Did you know that?
No, I didn't actually.
It is.
But now that you say it, I can understand why. Because I have a feeling in a sense of all the other canals, and this one is broad, yeah. Although there is another one in the
No, this is the widest canal in Amsterdam.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's the other one called? The Gouden.
That's just one of the major three.
Okay.
Prinsengracht, Herengracht, Keizersgracht.
Yep, you guys, things are changing everywhere in the world. Cultures are changing. Things are ended. Things are different. It's just different.
You know, Amsterdam has this problem with they did not maintain the canals as they should.
Yeah.
And that's not something that popped up last week or yesterday. That is just the result of decades of neglect.
Yes, there are walls that actually collapsed
Yeah.
and have buildings. I mean, historical buildings, old buildings. We recently had one here. There used to be, was it a hospital, Mike?
Yeah, it used to be a hospital, but now it's part of the University of Amsterdam. Well, the building did not collapse.
Well, almost. I mean, the what is it? The threshold in front of the what is it? Just right outside the door. Right outside the door, just the whole thing collapsed.
Yeah, you know, well, I think
The
we
sidewalk.
should not forget that these canals or the streets on the canals were just not made for traffic of today.
Yeah.
They were made for horse and carriage. And they just did nothing about that. And for decades, all this large and heavy traffic was just allowed on these canals. And as you can see, that right in front of our house, they've already removed all parking spaces, and they
Yeah.
did that last year already.
Yeah.
So nothing can park here. And also, when you look at the trash collecting, they have usually these cars have are huge and heavy cars and or trucks.
Yeah, just like
And-
anyone has anywhere in the world, these huge trucks.
That has also been removed some time ago. So they're now collecting the trash in these small carts, which means that they have to have to empty them, and the trash collecting route for them is much
It's more often.
more
they just
work
they keep.
involved for them.
Yeah, and then the you know the people here in Amsterdam suggested why not just go back to the old ways and pick up trash via boats, those huge boats. It used to happen here in Amsterdam, but for some vague reason, they just keep ignoring
Well,
that suggestion.
You know, that should be a problem here because now you have all these houseboats, and how are they going to throw the trash from the street onto the boats when all the boats are here? So yeah.
Well, not if they make some sort of a central point where people, like on every sidewalk, will put their trash there. I think the government should expect a little bit of effort from us too, because it is our trash. And yes, we pay high tax here in Amsterdam Center, but it comes from two. It has to come from two. Takes two to tango, as they say. So I think they should expect something from us, that at least every block on every sidewalk will get some sort of a collecting point, to make things easier for those boats that should be collecting the trash. It's just more friendlier. Plus, it's just better for the street and the sidewalks, because it won't be affecting it, having this impact.
You know what baffles me about all this is that they're now going for a very cheap and ugly solution for
Yeah.
the time being. So that they're going to take emergency measures in this canal, which means that we're going to have a very ugly solution. And maybe
A lot of iron work.
we can show the drawings what that will look like, and that will remain for the coming 10 years.
No, we can't. This is life.
years. So we'll be looking at this very ugly solution for 10 years, and after those 10 years, they will start work.
Yeah. So
on it.
so the thought of you looking at something that is ugly, but realizing it's all temporary, but then for 10 years, I don't know
So
how
after
temporary
that,
it is
they
in
will-
your country, but
after that, they will start work and looking at the canals behind us, which is a very small one. They're now working on that for 5 years already.
no, longer. I think longer.
They're actually working because they took the emergency measurements as well. So yeah, I think we're looking at 15 years of chaos.
It's amazing. It's amazing. I mean,
And there's an initiative coming from the people that work living here, especially at the other side of the street. They're very vocal about it, and they've come up with a solution that is less intrusive, less ugly.
yeah.
But of course, the municipality has now said, well, that's never been tested before, so let's not do that.
Let's just push through with our
Let's
plan.
just push through. And the most baffling thing about that is that this solution, the people suggested, is even cheaper than the one that they want to implement now. So
Yeah.
it's cheaper and less ugly.
And it won't have such an impact because it will be literally against the walls of the canals. And instead of what the city now will do is take almost like 2 meters from the wall into the canal.
I think it's free.
3 meters with iron barns, and it's going to be very ugly.
And then
Yeah.
3 meters from the side, and they fill it up with sand.
So it's going to look like an iron sidewalk.
Yeah, well, it's going to look like a building site.
It's crazy. Can you guys see what the people left behind? Wait, let me see. Is that guy interesting? No. See, they left their bike, their stuff. Ah, it's so sad.
And this is not exclusive to
No,
us here.
it's not
is
this canal, yeah.
happening in-
Throughout whole Amsterdam
Yeah,
center.
Not
Yeah.
everywhere, of course, but yeah, it's happening.
It's happening, guys. Changes are coming. And they're not always what we want them to be. I mean, joking aside, of course, you cannot always have something changed your way, but when there is an alternative, why not? And it's an solid alternative, why not?
Yeah, it's not something that was thrown together last minute.
No, no, no,
It's,
Yeah, when you look at the suggestions that the homeowners themselves come up with, it looks like they really have consulted
True.
an architecture and people that are experts in their area. They had all kind of drawings and prints and all that. So it's not like something nilly-willy. It looks like something that really invested their time and maybe even some money in it to put it together, to be able to make it worthy of suggesting it to the city. Oh yeah, so this is now, these are the little trucks that pick up the trash. See, they're small, and sometimes when they throw the trash bag on top, they just glide off the other side, and sometimes you hear them yelling and cursing. So this is what it is right now. See, oh, there goes one. See, as I'm telling you guys. See, now he has to do it again, and sometimes they do it again and again. Such wonderful boys. Sometimes I talk to them, just to hear their point of view on things. They're really very kind boys. Work hard and all that. But yeah, this is just what they need to do. This is just what it is, you guys. Anyway, like I said, we needed to document this for ourselves, not only to just share it with you guys, but you're very welcome to enjoy it. Well, you know what I mean. Not really enjoy it because it's kind of sad story, but you guys know what I mean. But we just had to document it. It's crazy. I already feel like something is missing. And I think it's going to take a little bit of a while to get used to the fact that this is now empty. So I think what will replace the houseboats is, I don't know, hopefully people that just sit there, enjoy the view. I don't know. On the other side, because sometimes we see tourists sitting there.
No, it's going to be one large.
Yeah, no, but I mean, with tourists, you never know. It won't keep them away because the sidewalk will be still be available.
Going to be fences. They're going to be
On the street.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I wasn't that far.
It's going to look like a building site in the
Like a
next
wall.
15
They're gonna
years.
wall it up
Yeah.
on the street
Yeah.
so that people won't fall in it.
Well, no, because to prevent people from walking onto the sandbox.
Oh my God, that
Yeah,
makes
it's
it
going to
even
look
more
like shit.
depressing. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I was just, how do you say that? I was just not looking forward to the iron sidewalk, as I call it. But if they're going to wall up the street, it's gonna look like a very depressing sight.
Yeah, it is.
Jeez. Okay.
Mention what they'll do to the trees.
Oh yeah, because the trees are right there.
Yeah, the trees are either going to be removed. Or
Yes,
they're
yes,
going
yeah,
to
yeah,
be,
yeah. Or behind that wall.
trimmed down to that they don't overhang on the water side.
It's crazy. All right, again, there they go, and they're gonna stop there for a while. And unlike what I said in the first part of this, the first video that we uploaded, they're not going to wait for some sort of a signal to continue under the bridge. What they did with the previous house that I left you guys with in the last video is they kept waiting there, and then they started turning, and then all of a sudden they started going that way.
Because they will be stationed for the next 15 years on the other side of the
No, but
central station.
yeah, so, well, they could have gone this way, although I'm not really sure. Maybe not, maybe, I don't know. So, but yeah, so I don't know why they have to stand right there first for almost 20 minutes and then continue their journey to that way. So now you guys have a full report. This is it. This is the full report on how things are, why, when, and where. So if you're one of these tourists that love to photograph houseboats, you either have to be here within the next week or you will be too late. I'm sure you will find some here and there. I don't know. I don't know if every one of them will be dragged away. I'm sure you will find one or two somewhere in the center. But yeah, but most of them will be gone. Just like that. In a second. Now we had some houseboats, now we don't. It's gonna be a crazy sight to have all this removed. It's gonna be crazy. All right, guys, that was it. Thank you for watching.